All right, today we're going to be reading a new Bible story, and we're going to be doing this paper. All right, so we're going to be reading about a boy named Samuel. One day, a man and a woman came to the city of Shiloh. They came to worship in the Lord's holy tent. Elkanah and his wife Hannah had been married a long time, but they had no children. Hannah longed to have a baby. At the Lord's tent, she prayed to God. Her lips moved, but she did not speak out loud, and her eyes filled with tears. Lord, God all-powerful, she prayed, please let me have a son. If you do, I will give him to you, and he will serve you as long as he lives. So she's making a promise to God. If you give me a son, I will give him back to you to serve you. The priest Eli, so this is Eli, saw that Hannah was acting strangely. Hannah told him she was very troubled and sad. She was praying that God would give her a child. Eli said to her, "Stop worrying. I'm sure the God of Israel will answer your prayer." What do you think? Do you think God's going to give her a son? And so it happened. In time, Hannah had a baby boy. She named him Samuel. Samuel lived with Hannah and Elkanah, his parents, for the first few years of his life. Then Hannah kept her promise, remember? She told God that she would give her son to him if he answered her prayer. So she took Samuel to stay with Eli, where he could serve God. God was kind to Hannah. He gave her 3 more sons and 2 daughters. And Hannah saw Samuel every year when she went to pray at Shiloh. So now Samuel, he's growing up. He's living with Eli in Shiloh. Hannah's son Samuel lived in the Lord's tent with the priest Eli. Eli was his teacher. One night, when Samuel was asleep, he woke up when he heard someone call his name.
Samuel.
Who do you think it was? Who do you think it was? Samuel got up and ran over to Eli. He said, "Here I am. What do you want?" Eli said, "I didn't call you. Go back to sleep." Do you know who it is? So Samuel laid back down and he went to sleep again. A second time he heard someone call his name.
Samuel.
Samuel got up and he went back over to Eli. "Here I am, Eli. What do you want?" "Son, I didn't call you," Eli said. "Go lay back down." So Samuel went and he laid back down. This happened a third time.
Samuel.
Then Eli understood that it was God that was speaking to Samuel. Eli said, "Go back and lie down. If someone speaks to you again, say, 'I'm listening, Lord. What do you want me to do?'" Okay, so Samuel went back down and laid down. Again, a fourth time, God came and stood beside him and he called out,
Samuel. Samuel.
Then Samuel said, what was he supposed to say? Do you remember? "I'm listening, Lord. What do you want me to do?" And God spoke to Samuel. From then on, Samuel was a prophet of God. So a prophet is somebody who can hear God speaking to them. The people listened to Samuel and he became their leader. So if you're ever somewhere and you hear a voice calling you and it doesn't sound like your mommy or your daddy, it might be God talking to you. You have to say, "Yes, Lord, what do you want me to do?" Right? Let's practice. I'll say your name.
Danny.
What do you say? "Yes, Lord, what do you want me to do?" Let's try another person.
Whit.
What do you say?
Nikki.
What do you say? "Yes, Lord, what do you want me to do?"
Avery.
What do you say?
Eli.
"Yes, Lord, what do you want me to do?"
Adeline.
"Yes, Lord, what do you want me to do?" right? Just like Samuel did. And if your parents call you, guess what you should do to them? You should say, yes, mommy, what do you want me to do? If your daddy calls you, you say, yes, daddy, what do you want me to do? So it says on our paper, like Samuel, I will listen and answer when God speaks to me. So it says, these people do not have mouths. Do you see that they're all missing mouths? These little shapes are their noses. So I'm going to take my red marker and I'm going to give each one of them a mouth. A happy mouth, because if God speaks to us, we are happy to do what he asks us to do. I'm not going to color with you today, but I'm going to show you what mine looks like when I finished. So I like to make everybody have a different color of hair. You can do your hair however you want. And I also made sure to give everybody a different color of their skin. So, like Samuel, I will listen and answer when God speaks to me. So you can color this however you want, or you can copy mine. If you want to copy mine, press pause and then you can look at it.